Hello everyone, welcome back to more Empires of the Undergrowth. Today, I have finally, it took many years to figure it out, but we have finally figured out how to beat the harvest. And it's so simple that it's honestly a bit shocking, but I'll show you, okay? Wait, am I live? You can see me? Is there just black screen? I was going to say, Ice Ranger, are you just being impatient or what? Anyway, we're going to go on in. I hope you can't hear the humming of the AC because we had a bit of a heat wave over here in New England. And when I say heat wave, I mean it went to 80. You know, it went to summer temps in the middle of, in the middle of spring, roughly. First things first, open up the entrance. We need to get some workers down. So this is kind of a speedrun tactic, but at the same time, it's not because, well, it's me and I'm not fast about anything, except one thing. Anyway. Hello, Lucian. How you doing? Haven't seen you in here before, I don't think. Anyway, I got the AC on because it's so humid out, just to, like, suck that humidity up so that way, you know, I'm not just soaked. Yeah, I am 100% someone who runs the AC, and I forgot that I need to have my leaf stores. I forget leaf stores, kind of a thing. And we're going to build a refuse right over there. Yeah, I forgot. It's, like I said, it's not a speed run because I'm running it. But it'll be pretty fast. So my strategy is to take the collecting, you know, you're supposed to beat this mission by collecting the leaves. And I'm going to say, fuck the leaves. They are useless. They are a waste of time. And they just generally make me frowny. They make me a frowny face, okay? So we're just going to ignore the leaves and just try and take out the enemy colony instead. It's so much easier, but I cannot take credit for this strategy. I do not remember who actually came up with this strategy, but I watched their video and it made this so simple. I think it was Balinite. I don't know if it was him though. So, you know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, person who gave me this strategy. I don't care enough apparently to remember your name. Story of my life. Yes, water still works. Yes, it always works. I will never turn that off. Doesn't matter if he changes his name. He's going to have to suffer. You got Empires of the Undergrowth? Nice. Let's open up the downstairs nest a little bit. All right, now that we got the 7, let's switch them back out. Yeah, trust me. It's never going to stop. The only way the water emote or the water command is going to go away is if he pays me $1 million. And I know for a fact he's too broke to afford that. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. What, you want to be burned, Ice? You want to be burned? Ah, yeah, burn me, daddy. Anyway. This idea makes me think of an old game stealth mission that I beat by destroying everything that saws on it. Yeah, but it's kind of a bit like that. You have to go under the radar long enough for the enemy colony to not destroy your bones. Yeah, I know. That was, I know, it's pretty sus, don't you think? Someone call Among Us because someone said sus. Damn. Now the devs have to add vents into the ant game. The colony is hiding inside of a vent, and we must suss them out. I'm going too far into the memes. I'm not surprised. Listen, I'm not going to say anything specific, but let's just say that people are into some interesting, painful experiences. That's all I'm going to say. I was getting very annoyed at that stealth mission beat me over and over. Yeah, stealth missions can be annoying, especially like forced ones. I like missions that, you know, you can be stealthy, but you don't have to be. because I will still go stealth, but it's nice to know that if, you know, I fuck up, I'm just like, yeah, send it! And we can just carry on with our life. Alright, so what is my plan? That's probably a question you're asking yourself. Well, first things first, we are going to need a lot of leaves, and we're going to need 30 workers, and then we're just going to pump out an absolute ton of majors, okay? Sound like a good plan? Oh, well, I don't really care what you think, so. Was very surprised when all guns blazing just worked, no questions asked. Yeah, people are masochists, 100%. People are into some weird stuff. But, you know, I'm not here to shame them. Listen, if I don't want people shaming me for my interests, you know, I can't shame them for theirs, even if it is weird. Heck, you're... Okay, then. Okay, you're crossing the line a little bit. Yeah, sorry I haven't been really doing much streaming or videos. I've just been very busy with classes. I had a big 8-page research paper that I had to submit to one of my classes. And my professor's like, oh yeah, by the way, it's getting published in some journal. And I'm like, I'm sorry, can you repeat that again? I was not paying attention. And yeah, and then we had to present at some conference. When they said conference, I was expecting something formal, you know, and well organized. Nope, it was not that. It was literally just like going to class to present your paper in front of your classmates. It's like, oh, this isn't really much of a conference now, is it? I mean, if you consider a conference being, you know, class held in a conference room, then I guess it's a conference. We're almost done with the amount of ants that we need. Yeah, well, you are mental for liking winter, okay? It's disgusting. Disgusting! You're a disgusting person. You should honestly feel bad about yourself. And there we go. We got all of our workers. I apparently cannot count. So we have 31. Well, all right then. Doesn't matter because we just need a bunch of soldiers. The workers are to get our economy rolling. But the soldiers, now that are going to be really important. And hold on a second. I gotta mess with my AC settings. Ah. Sorry about that. I had it on eco mode, so it turns off once the temperature of the room hits a certain point. Ooh. And we have enough. Oh, and I moved my pheromone marker. But yeah, so it turns off once it hits a certain temp, and the problem with that is my room is quiet. Very quiet. Quiet as tits, all right? And it's just like super uncomfortable just being like, there's no sound. Because I mean, there's sound from the game, but like, it's not that loud. Because, well, I'm trying to keep it balanced for you so that way you don't blast your eardrums out. Although, if you want to, there's nothing stopping you from turning it up. Just saying. If you're that kind of masochist. Can I fit one? Okay, whatever. Those are our release stores. There are many like it, but this one is mine. And we'll definitely want to get more refuse because we ran out of space fast. And we're going to need to keep it open so that way we can digest everything. There we go. Workers have taken care of all that. Perfection. Maybe I should start upgrading some of the leaf stores. I knew that I couldn't get that one. Get in there. Get it in. That's what she said. Anyway. They should make an extra level about where the fire ants landed after 4.2. Yeah, I think that would be an interesting extra level. Or like where the fire ants ended up after they crossed the bridge in the Promised Land. I think that would be an interesting level, don't you think? Anyway, once we finish harvesting all this area, we are going to challenge the enemy colony, okay? We're going to send our majors out to fight the enemy colony and starve them. And we're going to have our workers collecting leaf, okay? That's the plan. If they made a level about that, then they need to make one about the promised land. Yeah, I'm too fast for you. Fastest fingers in the West. Yeah. And also the fattest fingers in the West. I know I have very small hands, but, you know. You can't type that fast? Oh, well, you know, get good, scrub. That's all I got to say about that. Oh, no, a velvet worm for our ant. By the way, I went with taunt because... So I actually did a battle royale free-for-all against enemy colonies, right? And I found out that going against enemy colonies, the stun variety of majors does way worse than the taunt ones. Like, a noticeable amount. Like, it was not uncommon for the stun majors to lose to a colony that the taunts won to. So I was just like, guess I'm just going to go with the majors from now on. And we're going to send everyone up here and also the majors. Keep collecting some leaf because we could use it. What was the lore behind Scientist 2? He's a jerk. Next. Move on. The battle has begun. Oh, road beetle. He's a mantis. I mean, I do be looking like a praying mantis. Just, I mean, you know, if you pasted a praying mantis head over mine, is there really any difference? I don't think so. Oh, good lord, that's not good. Typical RNG. He's a bit sus. I saw him vent. He's sus. Stupid bush crickets. They are the bane of everyone's existence in this game. You know it. I know it. Everyone knows it. However, I'll turn off the workers fighting because they don't need to fight. I'll just have the majors do all the fighting since they're actually capable at it. Boom. Because I want a decent amount of majors to start off with. We'll finish filling this area and then we'll challenge the enemy colony. Because they only have workers and medias. They only send out the majors when they're being attacked. And early on, they won't have too many majors. They need to add... Listen, if you want them to add any other ant, you're going to have to, like, invest in the company. Be like, here's a few $10,000, you know, to add this ant colony. Because I don't think they're going to add any more once the development is done. I think what they're going to do, they're going to do formicarium 5, maybe some extra levels and some events, and then move on. I think that's what they're going to do. I'm not entirely sure. Could be wrong. But I wouldn't expect anything past tier 5, to be honest. Yeah, they said it would be added as an enemy colony. I don't know if it'll be playable, though. I mean, granted, the little black ants and the big-headed were added, so you never know. Oh, you'll give them $1 million just to put a twig in. All right, that's your money, bro. Unless you stole it from a bank. Did you steal it from a bank? Oh my god, I got a bank robber in my stream. 911. The other foot exists, so most likely playable. I mean, yeah. All right, here. We're going to have our majors step up into the fight. It's time to challenge the enemy colony. Let's have them group up first. Because we're getting a lot of food from our workers, so hopefully they'll be able to continue the war effort. And hopefully even be able to expand our presence. Okay, charge! Well, we have like 7, 8 majors. I think that'll be plenty fine against a bunch of workers and medias. Yeah, this will just disrupt their harvesting activities and make it so that they can't gather food as much. They'll have to waste food to hatch replacements, and they won't be able to get the food that they're harvesting. This will just slow them down enough for us to catch up, hopefully. Although they are pretty grouped up, which is a small problem, but once they pull back, it'll be a lot better. Now, like, I did this first time when I did my test run, so watch me fail this. Watch me not be able to get any momentum and just absolutely tank. Because that would be funny. You're going to go watch a guide for adventure? Yeah, I have still not uploaded mine. I have had it recorded for months. I just have not had the time / willingness to learn new editing software. Because editing is the bane of my existence. It is a pain and takes forever. It's tedious. Oh, we're fighting the majors. Okay, yep. Shit's getting real right now. But hopefully the majors will really hurt them, because that's 15 food. I mean, yeah, it's hurting us, but I don't know. I do not know. We'll have our workers go over here. Maybe I should invest in more workers. Forward flies are attempting to lay eggs. Nani? Here, we'll try and have them gather up for a counter attack on that. Daybreak has arrived. Yeah, let's get some extra workers. They'll just help with everything. And then we can see what we're doing then. Push! Take him on! We can do some damage, at least. Oh, yeah. We're taking out those majors. Once we take out the majors, that's a real big pain in the ass. Taken out. But I think this is hurting me more than it's hurting them. Ah, well. We've committed to this tactics, and now we must suffer. Alright, let's get some food gathering, because we're running a little low because of a jumping spider. Sometimes it just boils down to RNG being in your favor or not. And I swear, this level hates me the most. Like, I'm actually serious when I say this level is the most frustrating one in the entire game for me. I hate this one with a burning passion. If I could delete one level, it would be this one. Just stupid. Stupid. Yeah, I know Insane's hard. It's always hard, but you know, you just gotta figure it out. Yeah, adventure really can be tough when you're first starting the level. But the thing about adventure is you kind of have to really build up your workers' numbers. Have separate groups, one group holding the front lines. I did not realize I still had them gathering food. I'm going to group up and try and disrupt them. Stupid praying mantis. Praying mantis looking ass. No, don't go to the army! Where they're going to get one shots. Bruh. Not cool, bruh. Whatever. Not too much I can do about it. Let's try and starve them again. Want to hit their supply lines. And hopefully this will do the damage I'm wanting to do. Because they're catching... They're starting to break away from us, so we need to slow down their collection speeds. Perfect. They're a lot more spread out, although they have called out their majors just now. Or at least one of them. And it's dead. Good. Oh, yeah, this is definitely disrupting their lines. At least I hope it is. Fall back. I think it might be better off to go over here. Especially with... Yeah, I like... To be honest, in my opinion, Queen of the Hill is actually easy once you figure out the strat for it. However, in my opinion, like, I would not go for 3.0 levels at all unless you're doing a speed run, because you kind of have to with how much food they give you for one completion. It's just an insane amount, especially if you compare it to the 2.0 levels. Like the 2.0, I think they give you 3,000 for completion, even on insane, and you're spending an hour sitting there, you know, trying to complete it. Whereas, this is a reset. I just can't compete with the enemy. I think I need to build up my army a bit more. Go left, hit those leaves at the top, collect those in addition to, you know, before I even think about challenging the enemy colony. I think we just got a bit unlucky is all. Yeah. What was it saying? Right. The 2.0. So yeah, the 2.0 gives you like 3,000, and the 3.0s give you what? 4,000, 5,000, even on easy. So it's just a no-brainer kind of having to go with them. It's like, I don't want to do the 3.0, but if you're doing a speed run, you gotta go where the speed run strats are. Actually, no digging. No diggy. No, you're not going to go diggy hole. I think I'm actually going to increase the amount of workers I create to. From 30 to 40. I think that would be a better economy to lay down. I hope. Do I know what I'm doing? No. I'm making up as I go. But that's usual for me, eh? So yeah, you got any questions you want to ask me? Anything about, well, anything. Games, life, opinions, whatever. Even with my AC on, it's hot as tits in here. Holy shit. And I was not paying attention. When did I get all that food? Jeez. I'm taking off my headphones just because it's so hot. Don't really need to listen to this game. So I can afford to just kind of chill. Try and pop my back against my chair. Unfortunately, this isn't a school desk. I had to cancel my massage appointment. I was going to have it Saturday, but they're like, oh, by the way, you're presenting Saturday at this time. It's like, great. To have the major tiles right next to the entrance for faster deployment, it doesn't really matter. See, like, yes, you could, but here's the thing about the entranceway. It's just very crowded, is all. You got, like, lots of enemies and stuff. Like, it doesn't really matter just because they are, yes, going to fight, but, like, it's closer to the queen, too. So, like, they get prioritized with their replacements over something further away. See, I think how the ant AI chooses how to replace eggs is by how close are they to the queen. They seem to want to go to whatever's closer to the queen versus further out. So by putting the majors closer to the queen, they get prioritized for egg placements. So that way when they do die, invariably, they'll get replaced faster. And now that we have lost the freeness of that site, let's move over here. All right. right. I think that's actually a better situation for us by having them go over there instead of down at the start. Well, let's get a few refuse just to start emptying that out slightly. You know, get some ticking refuse going down. Okay, let's start digging out the ontos. I think that would open it. You have the pronunciation of most swamp enemies' scientific names memorized? Yeah. The only one I remember is... Fuck. Now I'm blanking. Oh, I'm blanking. I knew the bombardiers is like Brachynos something. I just like saying that. Brachynos. Like I'm saying a dinosaur. Everyone run, everyone roar, everyone do the dinosaur. I'm so silly sometimes. Just when I'm making out with your cousin. Oh, okay, we're just going to pretend that never happens. Ah, yes, alternans, yes. Oh yeah, look how much closer we are now. They're not as far away as they were at the start of last game. I think they were 900. So I think we should be able to catch up a lot easier and take them out. Take on me. Take on me. We need more leaf stores. That'll be good for now. Keep on adding to our worker pops so that way we can keep getting leaves harvested as soon as possible. We shall catch up to the enemy. We will catch up to the enemy. And we're going to drown them in water. Just water. Nothing else. Alright. That's all we're going to drown them in. You're off to monkeying around online? What do you think we're doing here? We're monkeying around online. Well, I'm monkeying around. Anting around is more like it. I'll shut up now. Oh good, my AC is kicked back in full blast so I can actually feel somewhat cool. Because these lights are very bright and very hot. So I'm actually really glad I have the AC in for once. Hey. And it's not just a personal preference anymore. There's a legit reason. Legit reason. Alright, I'll add 3 more, and then I think I'll start making the major so we can fight back against the creatures of the night. Oh, sorry, did I not say that right? The creatures of the night have begun to emerge. How is that? How is my impersonation? Was it good? Was it on par? Did it sound like a drunk monkey? Oh, no, the spider! Spook off, spider. No one wants to hear. Nobody loves you, not even your mother. Your mother died. You were so ugly that your mother died. Imagine being so ugly that your mom just like, yeah, fuck this shit, I'm out. Because that is just straight up a spider. Gotta keep on adding the stupid refuse. That's what I hate about dealing with the leaf cutters, is that you have to divert resources specifically just for refuse. Where's my headset? It's right here, bruh. Are you blind? I've had it on this whole time. Like, what are you talking about? I think you're going crazy. You need to get your head checked. now that we can start adding extra muscle to our army. I'm just going to have them preemptively start heading over there if they can. Come on, give me my 150, please. I'm begging you. There we go. We're catching up, actually, I think. They're only, what, 600 ahead of us? That's fine, especially when we start disrupting them. I think we should wait till we have 10 majors and then we start our disruption activities, okay? That would probably be better than what we did. I literally only did the strategy once. It worked perfectly the first time. I'm like, well, my work here is done. And then I haven't played this level in like a month. So yeah, there is that. Come on, give me my food. There, come on. Finally, jeez. And then we'll finish off the refuse chambers. So that way, hopefully, it doesn't disrupt our activities. And you know what? We'll finish off the leaf collection, too. Never a bad idea to have more areas to store the leaf. Come on. No, it does not want to give me that extra space back there. Unfortunate. How unfortunate. Fuck off, you stupid road beetle. Oh, harvestman, even worse. It's so hideous. But that's not just watching the numbers go down from a leaf stem. It's ooh, so satisfying. Now where? Oh, yeah. I don't think you're going to survive, buddy. I just got a feeling that tonight's going to be a good night, obviously. Well, it's looking like a better night. Oh, and I did not realize I had enough food to spend. Whoopsie. I get distracted easy. I know, surprising, right? Now just do us all a favor and die. Remember me? No, I sadly do not. I think you may have changed your name if I know you somewhere. What kind of trucks do people who decide Daddy Longlegs would be a good name for those? I mean, you got a good point. I don't know. Okay. Here's the theory for how Daddy Longlegs got the name. It's there's two people at work. Two men at work, okay? One of the men is gay and has a crush on their colleague. And they're like, hey, Daddy. I'm sorry, what did you call me? I didn't call you that. I was calling this creature I just found. I think we should call it a Daddy Longleg. All right, that sounds good. Move on. What else do you have? What do you have for this beetle? Ah, you were the Oreo vlog spammer. Ah, yes. Well, if you do any more spamming, I will time you out. Just know that. And if you continue doing that spam, well, I will ban you. You've been warned. So, yeah, we're actually keeping pretty good in step with the enemy colony. Pretty proud of ourselves. For once, we're actually doing decent. Just need about 5 seconds for me to change all that. And everyone to be just purely disappointed in me and my abilities. You better not come down south, otherwise I'm going to be real upset. There we go. Keep them away from us. We only want leaf cutter ants in here. Wow, that does not sound right. Getting there on the harvesting. Weary of the enemies. I'm wary of the Harvestman dealing with us. Harvestman is definitely a better name than Daddy Longlegs. Like, just way better. Come on, drop your leg. There you go. Finally. The adult ones seem to have their stun up a lot faster, which is definitely the most annoying part of that about them. $400. Ah, another major. Haha. We're getting 7. Yeah, I think what I'm going to have happen is once we go up here and start attacking them, I'm going to have the majors go up here, harass the enemy colony while I have the workers gather all this. You need some Odontomachus Bowery to show up? No, I do not need Trapjaws to show up. That would be unideal. That would be a no-no scenario. Don't touch me in my no-nos. Otherwise, I'll... something. I'll fill your pants with fire ants. Gotcha. No, that's... Yeah, the Trapjaws are snap, snap, snap. I was like, was the scientist talking about Trapjaws when he said that? Or was it like whip spiders? I think it was Trapjaws. I could see him, saying the same thing for whip spiders. Because they do snap. Oh. Getting real chunky this army is. Imagine if Ubers had a chance of spawning on insane difficulty. No. No, don't give the devs any ideas. No. If I could ban you, I would. Or if I wanted to ban you, I would. For saying such a ridiculously ludicrous comment. Get that terrible idea out of here. Worst idea I've ever heard. And I've heard some pretty terrible ones. Some of them were other people's. Finish harvesting all that. Actually, yeah, I'll have the workers go harvest this next. Alright, let's have the majors start attacking. We're going to turn off their food gathering, not their fighting. And you know what? I'll let the workers do the fighting too, if they encounter something. Do you like men? As friends? Yes. Am I gay? No. Do. Come on, get out there. Perfect. Of course there's a spider waiting for us. And if there is a praying mantis, I am going to... Okay, good. Now interrupt the supply lines! I think we'll want to dig out some extra chambers. Oh, they got caught by a spider. Okay. That's fine. It's only one spider, although you are pretty low health now. Oh yeah, because we haven't driven them back either. They haven't brought out their majors yet to join the party. So we can... Okay, now they're getting their majors out. Interesting. Didn't know that would trigger that already. Because we hadn't fought them yet. But we are doing actually a good amount of damage to their army. I'm feeling a lot more confident with this run. Last run I was just like, it's a bit of a mess from the get-go. Bruh, praying mantis. Oh, really? The workers have to deal with the harvestman? Of course they do. Now we just need to wait for everything to harvest. Whatever. We'll turn on food gathering while they, while we let the extra food trickle in. Because they're going to be confused and ready for battle. So we'll let them do that real quick. Now we're going to turn off food gathering. Keep an eye on what our workers are up to. Yeah, Bush Cricket, go off in your little corner. Go on. You're in timeout. Nobody likes you. Except your fate. Now that we actually have some food for reinforcements to hatch, I feel confident taking on the enemy colony. Just when we don't have enough food for hatching reinforcements, that's when I get a little nervous. Because then we're toast. Do I know Dreamable? No, I do not. Alright, let's charge them. Stupid harvestmen. Ah! They're coming to me! Oh, you're approaching me! It's fine, though. Because each media costs, what, 8 food? It was 6 food. It's still a lot of food that they're wasting trying to challenge me. Oh, and they're getting attacked by a harvestman. Lovely. Oh, no, we don't want to go inside their colony. No, thank you. We just want to interrupt the supply lines a little bit. Oh, and I did not realize I had enough food for extras. Harvest all that, please. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, there goes my attack force. Of course, the trap jaws decide to attack too. I warned you, friend, that if you tried to spam... Hang on, I gotta go into my studio, because apparently I can't do it from my little tooltip. You're timed out. You do it again, I ban you. Simple as. I warned you. You even said that you spammed in the past, so I timed you out. Next time, I ban. This is your one and only warning. I'm going to try and push my luck. See if I can get some extra leaves from there. Alright. Oh, yeah, they're all grouped up. But because they're all ready for fight mode, they're not gathering leaf. I'm actually not sure how effective this is going to be, our strategy, but we'll see. Can't be worse than my other ideas, can it? Well, it can, but unfortunately they're grouped up right by the entrance, which is not where I wanted them to be. Come on. Come on, go somewhere else. Go anywhere else, please. Listen, I love you. I think you're pretty and all, but I need you to move away from center stage, okay? Can you do that for me? Fuck. Okay, well, I'm not going to have them challenge a praying mantis. I'm not going to have them challenge a child. Even though I really want them to kill a child. I mean, that does not sound right. Alright. Their majors have left. Time to push our offensive. Time to make them suffer the leafcutter wrath. These leaves are contested? Yes, they are, but they will not be contested for long because the enemy will be dead. Mwahaha. This is why I prefer taunts, because that way they can limit the amount of damage, so even low health ants get a bit more damage going off. Oh, they pulled back some of their forces. Now it's time. Oh, this might be the break we've been looking for. Now we can really start digging into their supply lines. And we would just kind of want to go back and forth, really tearing them off. Although it seems like the northern approach has been cut off. All right, fall back. Everyone group up down here. We have more food for some extra majors. And the thing is, we don't need a gigantic group of majors. We're keeping pretty good in step with them. We're at 4,000. They're at 5,500. Could we be doing better? Yes, but we could most certainly be doing a lot worse. In fact, I'm almost tempted to have my workers go in and, you know, just start helping out by being meat shields, but that's not a very good idea at this time. We'll have them gather all this down here. We'll have them gather up the food on this step, and then we can have them help out on the front lines. So when I did my practice run, I had about 20 majors, and 20 was enough to take them out. Because they don't build that many majors, actually. I think they... Yeah, there's actually a lot of majors, but they just get the ones for free. The only cheating they do is the free major spawns. That's the only cheating they do, I think, that I'm aware of. If that is wrong, please correct me. Oh my god, fuck off, Trapjaws. Hello, Banana, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Take out these stupid Trapjaws. Bruh. But even with all these issues, we are creating a pretty good sized army. And I hope that does not open up the Velvet Worm. Yeah, motherfucker. Whatever. Time to challenge the line again. The majors have gone. So time to challenge that, and any major that hatches will take care of that. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's going according to plan, maybe. Yes, the enemy has decided that they need to challenge us back at the front entrance. Oh no, your majors are dying. Go over there, challenge that, so that way they get less sleep in their nest. Oh no, where have my majors gone? It's like they disappeared into thin air. This is what I mean when you get to a certain size, you can just kind of bully them. I mean, not 100%, but you can still do a lot of damage. Just slowly whittling away at their food stocks and their sanity. There we go. Grab those leaves. Haha! Oh, I probably should have been having the majors gathering leaf while they're not attacking. That would have probably been a good idea. Well, you know, small optimizations, you know. It looks like the workers are having trouble finding leaf. So let's have them go up top, where they can probably find more leaf. Stupid bush crickets. They're evil. Evil! Alright, let's have them stop food gathering. Get ready to challenge, because again, there's a lone major. That is 15 food that they're just going to waste. They can't afford to be wasting that kind of resources. I don't know how big we're going to make our army, but, you know, plan for a giant one. Oh! They're moving their army down. Of course, the row beetles are getting involved. No, that's too much food. No! Stop stealing my food. It's mine. I claimed it. I know you were here first, but it's mine. There are intruders in the nest. Bruh! Most of the time, I never get any attackers. Now I'm getting a whole bunch of this. Yeah, too bad. These are my rules. If you want to stay in this house, you got to play by my rules. I hate to break it to you, but the one rule I have is no spamming and no links to porn. I think those are pretty easy rules to follow, but stupid hostiles in my nest. I'm running out of food and I'm out of majors. Well, that was going well until it wasn't. We're just going to go on to 3.2. Because I really do hate the harvest with a burning passion. It was going well until it didn't. We learned, though, that it's just me being an idiot. You get the general idea, and you can see kind of what I'm going for, and if I just did a little better micro, we'd be fine. Now, 3.2 is a mission that I'm able to do a lot better. I don't know why, but I can. First things first, actually, there's no real reason to empty that out, so we're going to go up here. By the way, I cannot take credit for the entire of my strategy. How am I going to stream when you're at the store? I don't know. I don't know your schedule. It's not like I'm stalking you. That'd be a little weird if I did know your schedule. And what we're going to do is we're going to go till 20 workers, 20 medias, and then the rest will be like one giant group of majors. Anyway, just a quick shout out to Zethra and Overwatch for helping me figure out the start to this level. I had no idea how to really get my colony off the ground on this one, and so it was their strategy that helped me figure out how to get this level started. And from there, I was able to win. You're supposed to know these things? Oh, well, damn. I'm sorry. I'm just a disappointment, I know. Here, let's open those up. Hopefully I don't get a open. Yeah. Didn't open. Let's go. Shout out. Yeah, shout out to Zethra and Overwatch. All right, let's start clearing out this area so I can start making some medias. Because I have finished off the workers. I'll make some extra workers, but those will be nest workers. And we'll also start making a refuse right over there. I will, at some point, eventually figure out how to, get over my needing to make nice, neat nests, with little hexagonal chambers one day, but not today. It's a phasing out, okay? And by the way, whatever, photos, just know, I'm seeing you. I see what you're doing. Careful. You're riding a very thin line. Get the refuse up and running. So yeah, the Zethra and Overwatch's strategy was to gather up on this rise right before the forward flies spawn right here. And then, cool. I don't know if this was their strat or mine, but I'm going to clear out this entire step right here. I'm going to ignore this one just because it's not worth it. From there, I go down here. And then I challenge the army ants and also gather this while I can. That's the general idea to my strats. Okay. And if you complain, well, I didn't ask for your opinion. I don't remember asking for your approval. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Leaf stores are full, so I guess I should add more. That should be plenty. And some more refuse wouldn't hurt either. See, I actually prefer 3.2 over 3.1 because you actually have ants to get you off the ground. In fact, I was thinking about making a short talking about what I think the leaf cutters should, like a buff the leaf cutters should have for making them a lot more viable in free play. Like, it would be a very small change, but I think it would be just the kind of thing to not make their early game so painfully slow. Like, it is a matter of patience more than anything, and the fact that no other colony has a start that slow, like even something, even the black ants are faster, and they suck. I literally did a battle royale. Spoilers, by the way. So if you don't want to listen to the battle royale, just give me like a minute or two. The black ants. You're gone? Okay. The black ants did not win a single battle. I challenged them against every other colony. They lost every single one. That's how bad they suck. One thing different I noticed about leaf cutters and free play is that they actually start with full food stores and others don't get. And that helps. That really does help a lot. Because like they start with the same amount of food, I think, that that they do in the harvest, you know, because you need to have some ants to start getting that economy up and, you know, build the leaf stores and the refuse and stuff. But my issue with it is just they don't have enough ants, because this, you know, everyone always tells me in my streams, oh, you should be making more workers so that way you can get the minimums and, you know, harvest the leaf faster and just yada yada yada. Like, that's great and all, but workers are terrible at fighting. And the thing about free play is the enemy AI, if you dig up to the surface, the enemy AI is like, oh, you're a lot weaker than I am. Let's kill you and get some easy food, because you're my objective, and you're a lot weaker than me. You're free picking, so why wouldn't I attack you? And that's what the AI is thinking. But if you stay underground and crank up the underground resources like I do, it's hard to break them. You can't afford to be making workers. You have to be making majors. And at 150 food each, that's expensive. Or you could do medias, but they are not as good as majors, not even close. You know, I would say 2 majors or 1 major is worth 2 medias, but like, you know, or more than, just because of how good they fight. But it's like, I don't know. The colonies need to send their 3 starter workers to get their full numbers of starter workers. Yeah, I know. It is a little annoying, but like, there's the thing about the underground is there's always free food. There's always at least 1 pocket of free food down there. And that is a great help. That literally gets your workers back up to 7 and allows you to, you know, make some extra ants. You know, probably like a soldier or 2. But it's not enough for the leaf cutters. It's just not. It's it. And here's the thing. When I was doing, when I first got my hands on this update, I was like, I like leaf cutters. They're my favorite ant. They're so unique. They're so cool. And then after I played with them, oh, okay, I guess we're done up there. Then once I started playing with them and realizing how slow they are compared to every other colony and how fighting just doesn't benefit you at all, it is literally a detriment. It's just, the leaf cutters economy is so fragile and slow compared to any other colonies that it's just not worth, in my opinion, to choose them over. I would choose black ants over leaf cutters. That's it. And I know they're objectively worse. Oh, you set underground food to 0? Yeah, well, I just crank it up to max, you know, so that way when I get out, I can actually stand a chance. Like, I mean, you saw how, when in the harvest, just literally last game, I got unlucky with 2 fights. 2 fights! You know, one I did on my own volition, and I was ready to take that. However, the road beetles attacking my nest completely screwed me. if I was a black ant, I could have harvested their corpses and rebounded from it. But because I was leaf cutters, like, oh great, all this food is gone. It'll take me forever to rehatch all the ants and collect all the leaves, and by the time I do that, the enemy colony is just going to be miles ahead of me. So yeah. That is my reasoning. Add a whole bunch more leaf stores. Just because we'll keep on getting full up. The Kickstarter the leaf cutters doesn't do much in games where you have free food underground. Yeah, it does not. Like, yes, you could set the critters underground to bare minimum, but I like to, again, I'm comparing leaf cutters as if they have the same conditions as any other ant. And when everything is equal, they suck. Which means leaf cutters, if they want to work with the same settings as everyone else, they need to be given an initial advantage. That is the only way they can keep up. If leaf cutters had some way to accelerate their early game to, I wouldn't say fast, but like, you know, at least not the snail's pace that is right now, I would say leaf cutters are from S to F tier. I would say leaf cutters, if they could improve the slow start of the game, I would say they're B tier. However, right now, as they currently stand, F tier. F tier. No doubt in my mind. They're right alongside black ants, in my opinion. I should probably do a video talking about my tier list for colonies. Because I did one on the ants, but not on the actual colonies themselves. It's funny that I actually lost one game where I had 0 underground food as fire ants instead of leaf cutters. Yeah, fire ants they're gods. Alright, they really are. They're so strong that it is laughable. Oh, I'm not... Oh, because I'm not able to get rid of the refuse, so there's no place for the leaf to go. I see. That's the problem. Let's get some extra refuse. So that way the minims have somewhere to put the refuse, so that way they can have somewhere to put the leaves. Died so fast because I didn't get food from the surface, yeah. I'm interested to see how the devs handle the free play. Like, depending on how they plan their update, it could either make free play really fun and a valuable part of the game, or it could just be a fun side story, you know, where you're just like, I don't want to play the missions, but I just want to have fun with this colony that I can't play during the missions. Like the big-headed ants. I think that's fun. However, like, if they keep it like this, I would say it's just going to be, you know, like, you play every once in a while, but otherwise you don't touch it. Stupid velvet worm, stupid road beetle larva. So much leaf, we just don't even know where to put it. Where's the leak, ma'am? I think we're getting there. This is just one of those early game things. Like, once we start getting into later game issues, this will not be a problem, trust me, at all. And it's only slightly slowing us down. I don't really want to spend the food to fix it. I wish they could work with Max Threat Underground. 100%. They just cannot. And every other colony can actually fight off a Max Threat Underground. Every other colony can. Even the Black Ants. Which is pathetic that they can get the food to create enough soldiers to keep pace with everything and even take on the toads. Like, the fact that they can do that and leafcutters can't means they're worse, in my opinion. Now, how are we doing food-wise? We're getting their collection. Let's gather this little chunk right over here. So that way because the problem with these steps in this level is that later on in the nights, they get really chaotic to the point where you just should not even collect on these steps at all. So I'm trying to get all the food I can so that way any food that's not on these platforms is free picking. All right. This one does take a while though. Unlike the harvest, there is no way to cheese it. Like, you're kind of stuck with the speed you're at. If there is a fast way to beat this on Insane, well, I don't know. So, we're just going to stick with the strategy I know. And you better stay there, Mr. Whip Spider. You better stay. Harvest all that, and then I'll get this bit. Oh, I think that's it harvested. So let's move on. Yee, I was right. So what is my plan exactly? Well, we're going to keep adding to the majors. We're going to fill in this chamber with majors, right? But that's not all we're going to do, okay? What we are going to do is we are going to actually upgrade them. I know, crazy, right? Why would you upgrade majors or leaf cutters at all? Wouldn't they be better off collecting leaf? And you think that. However, this mission is all about fighting. You literally, the objective is to push the army ants back, and you need to be better than them. You can do that by outnumbering them, but that's going to cost a lot of food, or by making your majors so tanky that they don't stand a chance. Because these army ants are level 3. They are all level 3 army ants, which is absolutely terrifying. So, by making our leaf cutters also level 3, they should be a lot more capable at handling the growing army threat. Okay, fine. You know what? I'm just going to open up and create some more. Actually, no, I'm just going to upgrade. That'll probably be the better call. There we go. Now stop bothering me. Stop bothering me with your full leaf stores. Go away with you. Because otherwise we just won't collect this in time. Yeah, we're running out of time, actually. It's starting to become day. Grab that chunk of leaf. Come on, gather that all up before the day comes, before the army goes on the march. 50. Oh, 29. The jungle stirs. The sound of panicked arthropods running from danger can be heard throughout the leaf litter, and the antbirds are circling overhead. The swarm has returned. Da-na-na! See, like, if you didn't know any better, I could be British. I just have to mumble a lot. Isn't that what British do? I don't know. I don't know. Have you... Here's a real question for you. Have you ever met a nice Brit? Exactly. They don't exist. It's like meeting a sober Irishman. They don't exist. They're just a myth. So, yeah, I'm just going to put this out there. Yes, I do have a lot of Irish ancestry, but I do not drink, personally. I just don't like it. And also, it hits me like a truck, so... Yeah, no. Plus, it's expensive as all hell. Like, one drink at the bar could cost you, 10, 12, 14 bucks. 20 sometimes, depending on the drink you get. It's expensive. All I'm saying is, don't drink. It's just not worth it. Gets you into trouble. It, it's not good driving, it's expensive, and you're probably going to puke all over the girl you're trying to chat up. Just saying. That's not a very good look. You're trying to impress her, not repulse her. Finish up harvesting that stock. Although I'm pretty sure this is impressing not one possible date. Like, imagine if, you know, you go to the bar and be like, oh, yes, I'm able to beat Empires of the Undergrowth on insane difficulty. And I'm like, that's hot. We should go back to my place. Like, oh, okay. I didn't think that pickup line would work. That'd be absolutely hilarious. Oh, that reminds me of this. We were talking in class about like appropriate, you know, like there's a right way and a wrong way to communicate with other people, right? They're like, imagine asking someone out with a postcard, you know, like, you know, oh, wish you were here, want to go on a date? And I'm like, oh, now I kind of want to like try that. I want to convince someone to go out with me with just a postcard. Best result would be a good laugh. Yeah. Yay. Oh, I think that's what I should do. I should just record myself trying to ask someone out by saying that. Oh no, do you think that I think if I did that, the devs would have to like, I don't know, let me have a voice line in the game or something. I mean, that would be pretty epic. The devs just look at this man and be like, damn, he got laid because he could beat our game on insane. We need to immortalize him. There we go. Like I said, really, I'm focused on building up our army rather than fighting them. Because, you know, it's going to be very expensive fighting. Fighting is not what we're built for. Ah, scouts. Bum, 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 dun, dun, dun. The leaf cutters have been spotted. Yes, we have. Here, I'm actually going to add the extra workers just so I can get extra minims. That way they can help do the nest tasks a lot better. Dun. An army and scout spotted us. No! Horror! Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, dun. Dun. All right. Well, looks like the army ants are going to start pushing back towards our nest soon. We cannot take care of a scouting group. Ah. This does not bode well for us. Although it's just because our army wasn't there. Haha. Now please harvest literally everything. Be like the British Empire and steal everything that isn't nailed down. And the nailed stuff too. Alright. Oh, they're going in for the night. They're retreating for the day. They'll be on my doorstep in the morning. Finish gathering the bits of leaf that we can find. Because I actually don't want to be down here. See, I actually discovered something during my many, 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 many. Did I mention many? Trial runs of this level. Is that this area is a spawn point for literally everything in the south. There is no spawn point on... Oh, actually there is. Alright, well, for whatever reason, the AI decides to have a lot of their creatures spawn here, run out, come down here, go over here, and up there. I don't know why. But that's just how it is. Oh yeah, we also... right, that's what my plan was. So what we're going to do is we're going to get ready to take on the giant whip spider. Okay? So this whip spider is going to... Oh? This is a lucky break. I have never seen the whip spider damage like this. It's always full health. The game felt so bad for us during the harvest that it gave us some pity. Like, listen, you sucked so much. Here's some pity. Beat at least one of the levels. Your chat deserves some actual good gameplay. I mean, I thought I remembered there being a spawn point on here, but that's just why I don't know that there's a spawn point, because again, the creatures just don't use it. They just run from here. So it makes no sense. The creatures also that spawn down here spawn here. That much I know for sure. See, everything's despawning. And I'll show you more when there's actually a lot of creatures spawning. Yep. See, what are they doing? They're going to run. They're going to go to this area. That bush cricket is going to go right there. I'm sorry, did that praying mantis? Oh, it just ran from the place. Yeah, see, it ran from over here, and that bush cricket is there now. Doesn't make sense? No. Is it a thing that exists? Apparently. So, it's not just my insanity. It's not me losing my marbles. Speaking of marbles, here's my marbles. Stupid velvet worms. Stupid velvet worms cooming all over the place. Don't they know that's illegal? Ah, the giant bush cricket. No! Not the giant one! Not anything but the giant! I don't want to be stepped on. It's not my fetish. It's not mine. It's other people's, not mine. That wasn't me looking it up. It was for a friend. They stole my computer. I mean, borrowed it. I mean, they ate it. I had some marbles once, but I lost them. Yeah, I lost them playing this game. I was just holding on to my marbles, you know, gently caressing them. And then a bird shot my hand, and then I lost my marbles. And that's the story of how Pond lost his marbles. Yeah, that whip spider's annoying. What did I miss? Me failing the harvest twice, and me being extra weird. So, you know, the usual. And what is going on? We're trying to beat 3.2 on Insane. With the challenge on, of course. Get those stupid harvestmen out of here. They're just going to make it harder for us to take out that whip spider. Oh no, you cannot escape, whip spider, from the menace that is the leaf cutters. There's another one. Of course there's a fucking another one. Why wouldn't there be two spiders in the undergrowth? Ready to crawl up my butthole and die. I used to have marbles once, but then I took an arrow to the knee. Chris hated that. Okay, so when if you've ever played For Honor's story mode, there's a moment where your Nobushi, friend, gets shot with an arrow to the calf. And, and during the mission, you can sometimes hear the Nobushi say, "Ah, my knee! How will I ever go adventuring?" And I would just be like, we would just be chilling and chatting. I'd be like, "Chris, I used to be a Nobushi like you, but then I took an arrow to the calf, and for some reason that just really pissed him off." So, obviously I had to do it all the time. No, Major, no! Why'd you have to go for the one? Why couldn't you have let a worker do that? I do wish there was, like, worker prioritization for, like, Leaf, where if it's less than the amount that, or if it's equal to or less than the amount a worker can get, the worker prioritizes them, and the medias and majors will likely ignore it. But I think that's kind of hard to implement. So, it's something that would be nice to have, but it's probably not going to happen. Because do I know how to make it happen? No, there's a reason I changed my major from computer science to communications. Because obviously I can't hack it in the real world. I had to choose a fake major. I mean, it is and it isn't. It's like, communications is a good thing to minor in or like take a few classes on. I wouldn't major it. Take advice from me that's going through all the classes. It's kind of bullshit. Actually, it is bullshit. Looks like day is coming. And we did not get as much Leaf as I really wanted to get. Unfortunate. Alright, everyone fall back before the day creatures get here and swarm my butt. We're gonna have to not use all the Leaf there, unfortunately. Do I upgrade? Nah. Actually, you know what? I'll upgrade one. One major. And the rest will be ready to fight. Oh, yep, here comes the daytime creatures. Stupid spiders. Bye. Bye, Felicia. Here they come, lads. Brace yourselves. I mean, lasses. Because you're all female. But they don't stand a chance against our army. They may be the army ants, but we are the better army. We're Scottish, that's why. We're very scuffed Scottish, apparently. Like, any Scotsmen that are watching this are probably calling me a daft C-word. And I know that for a fact. Because if you know any Scots, well, you know they like to swear a lot. Alright, we pushed back the army ants. That's part of the reason why I don't want to be down here, is because these praying mantises like to spawn here and go to the other platform. And leaf cut or praying mantises hurts. They do so much damage to your army. It's just not worth it in the slightest. Bruh. Everyone gather up. Gather up so we can push the army back. No, they're actually taking out the majors? What? No, that's illegal. You can't do that. Stupid devil worms. Charge! See how much food we're burning through? We had 300 leaves at this amount of fungus, and we're running out of leaves. Luckily, the day isn't that long, actually. It's pretty short. The night is longer than the day, I believe. Which is good, because it gives you time to recuperate your food. Is the Anita. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, yes, you're coming back with all your riches just to be ambushed. Oh, that reminds me of a great joke, okay? So, these two men are lost in the desert, right? They're without food and water. And then they finally see something in the distance, right? The one man's like, I see a bacon tree. We're saved. And as he runs towards it, he gets shot dead. Because, well, it wasn't a bacon tree. It was a ham bush. Oh, come on. That's a good joke right there. You know it. Here, I'm trying to... Yeah. That way they have to go down here, not there. That was a good joke, right? 10 out of 10? 9 out of 10? 4 out of 10? 7 out of 11? 22 out of 9? No? Okay. Oh, yeah, we're out of leaf. We're out of leaf! Seriously, I hope the day is almost over. Yeah, we only need them to, like, go up to here, and then they'll just follow the ants down. Like that. Isn't the most efficient way, but, like, again, you're kind of trapped between two bad situations. Either you're fighting the creatures, you know, kind of roaming out here, or you're fighting them not completely clustered up on their spawn. And this, unfortunately, is a little better. The leafcutters have been spotted by a scout. No, the end of the world. Although, oh, yeah. Alright, looks like we need to fall back to up here instead. Although, it looks like the day is over. So we're going to fight this last group, and then we're going to collect... Yeah, I think we should probably try and collect all that. Wait, no, I remember what... Yeah, I remember what happens this night. Not a good idea to collect that. We're instead going to go through here, down in here, up in here, collect this. There's going to be forward flies that spawn right here-ish. So, can't collect all of it really, but it's, you know, better than nothing. Come on, take them out before their flash buff gets really going. There we go. Oh yeah, I forget there's a path way over there. Doesn't make any sense why it exists, but it does. Obviously, want to clear the path of leaves as soon as possible, so that way they don't get distracted by those tiny morsels. One out of 10? No, you gave me a joke of 1 out of 10. You make me sad. This one's not a joke, but this is just a shower thought. Okay. If you think about it, if you really do think about it, a toothbrush is just a dildo, and toothpaste is just mouth lube. Think about it for a second. I mean, am I wrong? I'm pretty sure with that, some people have left. Pretty sure a lot of people have left. They're just like, ugh, what is wrong with you? I can't stand the terrible mindedness of it. This. I don't know where I'm going with this. Hopefully, the winner's circle. Yeah, we all know the Mandalorian. If you don't know the Mandalorian, you have no life, because nobody would shut up about Mandalorian for like that first season. And you know I'm being 100% honest there. All right, we're going to keep upgrading our majors because I want them to be level 3. And then we'll be really able to handle the army ants. We're already doing fine against them at level 1. But level 3, woo, boy. They'll be able to handle a whole lot thrown at them. No, I should ban you just for saying that, to be honest. Nobody ever... It's not a movie, it's a show. It's a Disney Plus show. You made me sad. You made me very sad. And very disappointed in you. I should honestly just shoot you right now, put you out of your misery. Alright. I want to keep upgrading them, but I want to make sure I have enough food for the assaults. You forgot it was a show. You have disappointed me, my child. Apparently, you're my child now, so feel free to call me Daddy. Don't. Please don't. Just I'd rather you didn't. No. Looks like the forward flies have spawned or are spawning. She may look like a child, but she's really a 500-year-old vampire. I mean, kinda. These bush crickets. These bush crickets are so annoying. Alright, what do you think is more annoying? Bush crickets or... Trying to remember... red velvet ants. Bush crickets or red velvet ants? Which one do you hate more? Harvestman. I mean, that's what I hate, but, you know, you're free to have different opinions. And they melted my food. They melted my food. I might have to do this stream again. I might just have to. Listen, I try and be good and all, but, you know, sometimes it just doesn't happen. I might just have to, like, have a whole... I might have to unarchive these, unlist the failed attempts, and just be like, here's a playlist of all my failed attempts at these levels. Go nuts. Have fun. If you want to watch them, you can. I'm not going to end it. I'm going to see how it does, but I wouldn't be surprised if I'm toast. Just saying this is... Yeah, it's not insane. Of course it's not insane. Oh, he's not insane because I am insane. Dun, 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 dun. Ugh. Like, I just hate that you really cannot access any food. This, no. This, no. This, no. This, no. No. And, like, even if the forward flies weren't there, if the forward flies weren't there, you still really can't access them because look how many creatures there are. By the next night, you can't access any of the platforms. What do I prefer, 3.1 or 3.2? I hate both of them, but I hate 3.1 less. That is literally my logic. Which one do I hate the least? Which I'm really glad they auto-corrected. Like 2.0 was like, it's okay. It's not that good, but it's not bad either. 1.0, you know, it's a tutorial level. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good. However, 4.0, 4.1, 4.2, I think they really did a good job with those. Like, they both have a charm to them that makes it challenging but fun at the same time. And I don't know how much of it is the level design or if it's the fact that you're playing as fire ants, because fire ants are insanely fun for me. 3.2 is frontline, yes. All right. What I'm going to have happen is I'm going to have the majors fight while I have the workers and medias gathering the free food that was hidden by the whip spider. Because of that, I think I can upgrade my majors, question mark. Just go away. Nobody likes you. You're like the weird kid in high school that shows up at a party uninvited. Nobody wants you here, and we're just trying to make you leave as forcefully as possible. Oh dear me, Frontline is the beast. Apparently, your spelling is a beast. Alright, let's upgrade that one to level 3. Look at the chunkiness. Look how chunky they are. Where's my level 3? There's my level 3. Look how huge they are. Oh, here comes the army. Charge. Charge, my majors. Charge. Take them out before that buff gets going, please. For the love of everything that is holy. Well, their buff is definitely getting stacked a little bit. But it's fine, we're clearing them out. Dun, dun. Actually, no. I want you down here. Like so. Perfect. See, we're doing okay-ish. You can't spell on the phone? Excuses, excuses. Rip him in half! Grab his dick and twist it! Give him the old dick twist! Oh jeez, that's not good. That's a lot of army ants grouped together. I think the miners actually contribute to them stacking their buff. I'm not entirely sure, but I think that like the miners attacking do help the majors get their buff. We're actually gaining food even though we're engaging them. Crazy. Oh, here comes a praying mantis. Just like I was trying to avoid, but it's taking on the army ants, which is a good thing. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, do environmental enemies contribute to me pushing the army ants back, or is that just me killing them? How many my ants kill versus how many they kill me versus the ticking of the time? Looks like it's only what we kill, not what they kill. Unfortunate. You know what? Since we are gaining a little bit of food while we're doing this, let's upgrade a little. So that way we can actually get some food at some point. If you are right, which you are not, but go ahead. Oh, it looks like a few brave souls have decided to venture forth into the great beyond. There we go. Some extra majors dead. Yeah, those ones are toast. All right, yeah, let's just push them forward, actually. Oh, well, that major's dead. See what I mean? Oh, yeah, because they go back and forth with this, too. And this. It's bullshit. Bullshit. But you do encounter more army ants this way, because the scouting parties are always down here. So it's like toss up, you know, which one's better. Oh, looks like we're about to start pushing them back to whence they came. Come on, just need that line to go over the line. Oh, we prevented the swarm. Bro, I didn't want them to prevent the swarm. I wanted them to murder the swarm. Let's have them go over there. There's a large group of them, so hopefully that'll take them out. That one's running. He's running! Tase him! No, I don't think so. I think you're wrong. I think religion is just a human construct, as far as I know. I'm just saying, you don't see ants praying to an ant god, do you? No. Alright, now we don't have to deal with this praying mantis anymore. Stupid praying mantis. Oh, looks like the day is done. That means we can keep gathering leaf. And we should keep gathering leaf. And at the same time, upgrading our army. Ideally, excuse me. Hello, CJ. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Ideally, we want level 3 majors, like a full group of level 3 majors. All right. If we have the entire group, we'll be able to easily handle the army ants and even bush crickets. And if we have them all level 3, we can have them go towards the forward fly areas and harvest that. Because food is getting pretty scarce. That's not forward fly infested or, you know, just infested with regular enemies. You have no money to give me? Oh, well, that's fine. No problem. Like I said, I'm not asking you to give me money. I'm just like, if you give me money, I really do appreciate it. But if not, it's fine. Chain things that could be a thing. What? I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're saying. You're just talking crazy. Dun. Upgrade use. That way those two can have access to their level 3 upgrades. JK, well, alright. Thank you, CJ. I appreciate the $2. I don't want to go harvest this because that'll just have them path to over here. I think after we harvest this area, I'll have them go over here and get that. So that'll give us a lot of leaf fast. Going to hold off on upgrading for now. So I want plenty of fungus, access to fungus. There we go. That giant stalk's been harvested. Now we can focus on the little bits in the corner. Oh, yeah, all the fighting's going on. Oh, yeah, that's not good. Let's gather up now. Anything not gathered there is fine. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Look how disgusting this is! It's disgusting! What are those? If you had money, I would give money. That's a mood. That is a mood. Like, my boss asked me to come back to work because, you know, it's been nice. So, like, we've been opening the course. And, like, you know, so he needed someone to cook for the men's league. So, I did the cooking. And, yeah, I got paid, what, $300 for 2 days of work. So, that's pretty nice. Yeah, I remember the Forewarned stream, too. I'm just like, scary mummies. And then you're like, here, have my life savings. Okay. Oh, actually, we do have a lot of food. It's just, all right. I'm going to upgrade our refuse because clearly the refuse is a big bottleneck for our actual food production. I'll just upgrade it all to level 2 and then get moving. Because I'm too young to get a job? Ah, yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Like, here's what I'm going to say is that, like, before you're 16, the biggest limitation on you is the amount of money you have access to. You really cannot do much with the money you have. However, once you are 16, you can get a job. And then you have, not a lot, but a good amount of money to work with. Especially if your parents aren't making you, like, pay rent and shit like that. You know, then you can really have some room to play with. But you don't, you're starting to lose a little bit of that time. And when you really start, earning the big bucks, that's when you start having plenty of money to work with. But it's like, well, I don't have the time to enjoy the money I'm working with. You couldn't get me to switch to Empires of the Underearth? No, that's the thing. Like, I'm not going to switch the game. I'm just going to be like, this is what I'm going to play. This is the game I'm playing on stream. This is what I have planned out. This is the challenge or whatever I'm doing. You like it? Watch. You don't like it? Don't watch. Simple as that. Simple as. Bum, 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 na, na, na. Okay, where am I going to go after this? Maybe up there? Going to get a few ants caught up in the forward flies because sometimes when they were getting the leaves up here, they path back down here. Not sure why, but they do. Trying to be careful about spending too much on upgrades too. Alright, whatever. We'll just go for it. So it's actually a pretty calm path. All we have to deal with is this one whip spider, which isn't too bad. See what I mean? Sometimes they path. Which is a little bullshit. By little, I mean a lot. Would you play Payday 2 Live? I've already played Payday 2 Live. Did that last year sometime. I do not remember. It's been a while. All right. So I'm going to say right now, I hate Overkill. I hate the company that makes Payday. I think they are scum. For the simple reason that they keep on cranking out DLC after DLC after DLC for Payday 2. Yes, I know they're doing that to fund Payday 3. But the fact that they're cranking out new content for the PC and completely screwing over consoles, and they're like, they're calling it the same game. It's like all of them are labeled Payday 2, but they are completely different experiences. Especially in the Nintendo Switch, it's like a version of the game 4 years ago. They're so behind in updates for the Switch, it's laughable. And the console and I played on the Xbox. It was like they still don't have the full update, and they've said many times, we're not going to update the consoles. It is what it is. We're just going to leave it as it is. And I'm like, no, that's not right. All right, if you're going to port to another console, if you're going to make a different copy, oh, jeez. For me, it's like, if you want to port your game to a different platform, you made a commitment to update that game and make it the exact same as the PC version. And the fact that they are not willing to, I know they don't have a lot of money to work with. I know that. You don't need to tell me. But they should have thought about that before they made the console version. And to be honest, I think people could have the rights, to sue the company on the grounds that it is a different product and they're still labeling it the exact same thing. I think. I don't know. I don't know much about law. I'm not Jewish. Wow, that's a slightly biased joke. They would have added all of them to console, but the company that supported them said they can't. Yeah, I know. It's on the Switch? Yes, it is. But I would not buy it. I would not. And, like, so I got a little pissed because, like, I bought it on Steam during a sale. I got it for 75% off. I had all the DLC for $20, where I had to pay $200 on my Xbox just to get all the DLC, and I still don't have everything I have on the PC, which is ridiculous. And, like, even with... Can you just win? No. Not yet. I think one more night, and then I can win. But... Anyway, what was I saying? Like, the fact that a lot of the DLCs that they were adding, you know, had their issues with performance and, you know, just dropping frames, and some of them just being flat out reskins, or, you know, not reskins, but, like, you know, reusing the assets and shit like that, you know, not trying to make any original content. I don't have any specific examples because I really do not know the levels because I did not pay for them. I'm not paying $20 for 2 levels, all right? I'm not paying that for a game that I do not want to play because the company behind it is, you know, not going to fully commit to their product. Everyone that makes stuff for console does not care. Yes, I will agree. And that's what really pisses me off. It's just like, yes, I know it's harder to update, you know, on console than it is PC, but guess what? You know, you shouldn't abandon the console users. Look how easily we're ripping into them, by the way. And this is all because of the upgraded majors. Like, they are destroying them. So proud of my majors. Dun-na, dun-na-na. And here comes some extra troops. Just in time for a young praying mantis to come in. I don't think we're going to be able to, what's it called? Kick them out tonight. We might be able to do it tomorrow, though. It's just like, once you have them on the ropes like this, it takes a lot of effort to get them to budge in the slightest. And it just doesn't seem like they spawn fast enough for you to kick them out. Just takes a while. Takes a long time. In fact, we could upgrade even more, but I don't really want to right now. They just have no money and ditch the console version so everyone can work on Payday 3. Yeah. And that's fine. But, like, in my opinion, I would... If this was my company and I was in that rough of a position, I would say, hey, we're not going to update the console version right now. We will in the future when we have the funds to do it. All right? We're going to create Payday 3, and once Payday 3 is released, and we have the funding to take care of Payday 2, we will update it on the console and make it on par with the PC. That's why I would say. That's why I would have said, not just, we're not going to update it, and we probably won't. I feel like there just was a better way to handle it. All right, finally got my army back into action to clear out the army ants, because they gained a lot of ground very quickly. Payday 3 will be the same on both, so yeah. Exactly. Like, I can understand, you know, production being slow, but, like, part of this is their own fault. Like, and this is the crazy bit. I found out the engine that they run on is something called Diesel or something like that. It is a racing game engine. It is the engine is designed to make racing games better. Like, it's supposed to have the tools to make racing, games to the best of their ability. The driving in Payday is the worst thing in the game. It is so bad. Like, it is laughably bad when you have to drive a car or a forklift for some of the missions, and it's just like, this is a racing game engine? Are you sure about that? Yeah, they had to fire 90% of the staff. Yeah. Well, that could have been negated with just better management, better handling of money. Like, yes, if the product does not turn out 100% how you wanted it to, you just need to work with what you have. And I don't think they were willing to compromise to work with the funds that they had available to them at the time. We're going to keep upgrading. Oh no! Well, we had 666 fungus. Oh dear. Yeah, mostly console. It's always the console that goes first, because, reasons. Remember, our priority is to get as much food as possible. Hell, I could go up there, actually. Yeah, I'm going to go up there. Okay, everyone up there. I'm going to clear it out real quick. Clear it out of all that delicious food. Oh, that's going to be a pain in the ass to clear, but once we do, it'll be a good amount of food we have access to. I believe in our majors. I believe in their ability to absolutely dominate these praying mantises. Yep. Oh, but they're swapping out. Everything's swapping out. Okay, fall back, fall back, fall back, fall back, fall back. Probably should have just not done that yet. Not attack them until the night transition. Oh well, is what it is. Mistakes were made. Like, again, I understand 100% why with Payday, but that still doesn't make me any less upset. I understand you have to do what you have to do, but I am still disappointed and upset with them. That's all. That's it. And I'm going to look at Payday 3 very critically, all right? If they don't do, like, basically, they have one chance, and if they piss me off, I'm just never going to touch their game again. I'm not going to touch Payday 2, I'm not going to touch Payday 3, I'm just going to be like, see ya. And not give them my money. Not make any streams on it, not do anything. Fuck them. So many harvestmen. Ugh. Bruh. Like, look how long this level is. We've been here for over an hour. I think we've been here for an hour and a half. And we still have another day we have to go through. Just like, bruh. Can my nightmare end? Please. Oh. I think I may have made a mistake. I think I may have made a mistake upgrading those. I just don't think we have the muscle to... Nope, I fucked up. I fucked up. There goes my army. Yeah, Raid was literally just a reskin of Payday. It really was. Like, the fact that I could tell that one of the missions was literally the diamond heist, just World War II skin. It's just like, no. That's just a cash grab. Yeah, well. If they put more work into it instead of making it a reskin Payday, then, it would have gone well, but... I think this is GG. Yeah, no. Yeah. I'm going to say this is GG. Yeah, I would agree. I wish the enemies would attack each other. They do at a certain point, but like not and not right now, they don't. Yeah, this we're toast. There's like we can get some leaf right now, but it's not going to make up for the sheer amount that we've lost. Well, shit. Yeah, I'm going to call this game. This was a failed stream. This was a failed stream. I didn't even beat one of them. I mean, this is like the beach one, but you know, is what it is. You get the general idea of my strategy, and it does work sometimes. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream here. I gotta get to college. I gotta get to my dorm and prep for tomorrow's classes. Hope you did enjoy. If you did, consider leaving a like and subscribing to see more. I'll catch all you later. All right. See ya.